morning, everybody. I am the student Orkaya Zavala Harold of the Met 2024A. This time we meet our instructor Jorge Kikijana, who will share with us a little of his professional training in the maintenance of heavy equipment. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Harold. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to help you with the English project.
I wanted to tell you that in the living room we decided to take him as our mentor, and we have raised some questions that I hope we can solve. Well, to begin with, we would like to ask him a little about you, where he was born, to see if he can tell us a little about you.
Of course, I was born in Callao. I am from Tolima. My parents also from Tolima, but my grandparents are from the provinces.
Teacher, what is the best memory of a child that you have at the moment?
Yes, of course. What happened is that once I went to a stadium and it was super full. It felt the euphoria, the desire, the breath of the fans. That was my only emotion when I saw so many people cheering their team. Since this war where I need you because I am Sporting Cristal fan every time. I play soccer and go to stadium more for sports fan.
What would seems great to me, and why did you decide yourself to machinery?
Well, because I like to live learning day by day. It is a great technology. That's why we never stop learning. Sometimes new even more on that things as machines are being developed, so I decided to study this career that caught my attention because it's another way of seeing things.
It is in what their students coincided in exploring the world of machinery and technology that allow different types of jobs, such as industrial, mining, and other to be carried out. Do you remember which was your favorite course in that formative stage?
I like the motor course, motor more.
In that we have a lot in common, teacher. Also, the motor course is the one that gives me the most effort to learn. I really like that part of the machine, the heart of the machine.
The driving forces of the machine.
Exactly. Could you tell us where was your first work experience?
As an intern, I went through several workshops and companies, but already as a formal worker because I started in Ferreiros as a caterpillar distributor here in Peru. I worked for almost 14 or 15 years.
Caterpillar, Ferreiros dealer, a great company to be able to performance and develop our skills.
A career line above all.
Once race line exactly very good in your experience in all these years of your great career, which was a writer if you like it, the experience of going to work in the mine, not to do that work with caterpillar equipment.
In Ipsel, a good experience, quite good because the mind is really world apart from what we usually know. Why there is a striking in everything that is security and everything that is order. We also have different departments there to carry out the different tasks and maintenance, repair, logistic. Really well. I was lucky now to go beats mines like Yanacocha, Antamina, Sauder, by Ferreiros. No, and I have really now quite a love in those mines and really nice experience.
Yes. It is also important to adaptability to able to acclimatize in different geographic areas of Peru and to be able to do the work despite things.
It's import.
Teacher Jorge, remember right now some bad experience you have had as a mechanic in this part of the machinery?
Yes, there was a time in 2010, if I remember correctly, when I was working in Ferreiros in 2010, in which they sold 20,793 trucks to Antomina and Yanacocha, and it turns out that the 20 trucks, 17 or 18 were returned for claim because then I report a crouching suit. They think a problem that was fine. It was something from the factory. It was not so much. It's in the we have that difficulty.
Wow, that is really impressive. One of the questions that you also have a common is knowing already as our mentor. What is the part where you think you know more about good equipment? Although you already told me that the engine is what you like the most, but a bit redundant the question to see if you can answer as teacher.
If this the precisely the driving force, the engine, its systems, the powertrain, the hydraulic part itself, everything is quite related. They all have the same operating principle. If you understand it, you understand the order as well.
Teacher, now to finish a question that is very important to us. If you were a recruiter and with your students, the candidates, what qualities would you like us to gather?
That's it. As I always tell you, there is no initiative. Be a proactive. The technician is always asked to know how to work as a team, to be tolerant because at some point you have to work under pressure in the technical part. Have with the day, you will make it continue.
Yes, there is another questions. Maybe another question on our part. Your students may be similar to the ones above. Will you be willing to support your students once they graduate, or will you allow them to explore this field on their own?
Of course, if we always have the same, until now we have communication with several graduates who write to me. They call me to get others that question information. Other some questions, there is always communication there because more than the students, some become friends for graduation. Seeing young people, and it is great thing to see how you're shared. It's a very beautiful stage in which it is professional development.
Okay, I'm going to take you at the word, professor, in the regard. One last question to close to the very enjoyable interview. What's your favorite hobby?
Play soccer, travel, but between the two of us playing soccer, it is always good to play sport.
Well, to end the interview, teacher, on behalf of Met 2024A G1 Group 1, thank you for sharing your knowledge and extensive experience with us in this short interview. This will help us to continue nurturing our training in the machinery area. Any last word you have to say to your student close?
Thank you again for the opportunity to participate with you and wish you the best in this project that you have undertaken and that you continue with that desire.
Very well. With this, we concluded this interview and emphasize our gratitude to you for giving yourself this space to have this interview that will not be of much use to all of us.